I'm Debbie Chronister. I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, and I'm in Sacramento area of California. So the card that I'm going to show you how I made today, and I am going to make a change on it. Guys that know me know that I seldom do it twice the same way. So this is the card, and it's using the stamp set. It's called Full of Love. Yes, it's called Full of Love. And so I'm getting ready to do a class that is using this stamp set amongst a couple of others to do thank you cards and get well cards for the upcoming season. Flu season is here. And so I wanted to do a class with thank you cards. And so this is one of them that I created. And it is using the framed florets DSP, the paper that coordinates with that framed florets, fitting florets, that whole sweet thing. And so it is using that paper. So and a couple of things that I haven't used. So one of them is this beautiful stamp. Another one of them is this die. This die comes from the designer tags die set. It doesn't have, I don't think it has a coordinating stamp set. I think it's an independent set. And I love this die. This is really cool. And then of course I've used the contour dies, which I used the second largest one from that. So I cut the DSP for this DSP out of the contour dies. The tag I cut out of the designer series, the designer tags. And then I'm just going to stamp this on the tag. I'm watching my dog. He took a fall right before I got online. So sorry if I'm distracted, but I'm kind of watching him to see if he's okay. All right, and then I'm just going to stamp this, and I'm leaving some room at the bottom because I want to stamp a get well at the bottom. And do you know, I started looking through Stampin' Up's current stamp sets, and do you know there is one get well in the whole, at least in all of them that I have, and I could not find, I think there's 2 in the whole catalog. So what did I do? I resorted to good old paper pumpkin. I have kept my paper pumpkin stamp sets all these years. I'm going to show you what this paper pumpkin, what's in this paper pumpkin. So this is a monthly kit. It comes to my home. It's shipped to my home every month. And it comes in this it comes in this cute little box. Isn't that adorable? I love the box itself. It's just a cute box. So if you're shipping somebody something else, you can always put your shipping label right here and send them this cute little box, and they'll love it as well. So when you open it up in here, there's always an ink spot. So you can use that with whatever it's usually the chosen color that the kit goes with. And then there's always a stamp set. This one, I love this here. I can see where I will use that repeatedly. The Holly Jolly deliver to, that's cute. Santa Claus is coming to town. Merry ho, ho, ho. I mean, it's got cute greetings. And then I can go back and grab December of 2021. Nope, I don't want December, I want November. November of 2021, and look at all those. Happy holidays, Merry Christmas, oh, what fun. Those were all the ones from last year. So what I do is I take my paper pumpkin sets, there's that stamp sets, and I package them in the die, what the dies come in when we get them, because I put my die in with my stamp set. And so I just type up some labels here and label them so I know what month and what the name of the kit was. And then I have those, and I can always fall back on those and find something in there. I have always been able to find something in paper pumpkin that I've used. So I have those stored in a shoebox, just like this. And that's 3 years worth in one shoebox. And it's amazing. They are so great to store and so great to have. So I went to my paper pumpkin and grabbed this Get Well, which was perfect. Let me show you the rest of what's in here. This is the plastic bag that the rest of this was in. And they do it that way because if you order a refill, This is the part you get. You don't get another stamp set or another ink spot. You just get what's in here. So we have instructions on how to put it together, which are all done by pictures. You don't have any words. So if you're not a word person, if you do better with pictures, you got it set. This month they're doing these add-on sacks, so you can buy more of these sacks if you want. It's $4 for 12 of them. So they are available. And then look at what's in here. Is that the cutest? I love these envelopes. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 envelopes. There might be more down here. Yeah. 9. There's 9. There's enough for 9 cards. And that's usually what's in here is enough for 9 cards or at least 9 of something, sometimes 12. It depends. So this is one of the card fronts. Let's see what's in here. We always have dimensionals, of course. Here's some bling, little teeny beautiful bling. Labels like tags and labels. Those are almost always in here. This month we have this pretty little design in here. We have some words that are much like our stamp set. Whoops, mine are bent. I bent them, pulling them out earlier. Some joy and a Santa Claus, the more of the snowflake sheets. I have more card bases. The card bases that are in here, we should have put this all back together, right? So there's 2 more sets of card bases, and there's another one. There's some vellum greetings in here. I think those say ho, ho, ho. Beautiful little pieces of accent paper that you could add to something. And some more card bases, of course. We have some glue dots. Those are glue dots on there. And then the snowflakes, which are iridescent. So, I mean, it's a good little kit that you could put together really quick if you do them exactly as they're designed to be done. And like I said, the instruction sheet is in here and it gives you all the instructions. But I love it because every month I get a great set of stamps that I can coordinate with my other stamping. So that's why I wanted to show you Paper Pumpkin. If you're interested, get in touch with me. I would love to add you to my list of Paper Pumpkin subscribers. So I'm going to go ahead and quickly color this little envelope with these flowers in it. So I'm going to take the blue and just for a little shading purposes, just add a little bit right along there. Just right on the edge, just so it looks like the envelope has some depth. And then I'm going to color my leaves here. And this is soft succulent light. I'm not going to do any shading on this. This is all going to be just straight coloring. So I take that back. I did a little shading on those flowers. So I colored it with, I used 2 different colors. I did one of them with our tone blend, Stampin' Blend, and it's the number 1000, which is really kind of pink looking, and then use Flirty Flamingo with it to highlight. So that was kind of fun. You never think of a tone blend as being a pink that you would use for a flower, but that's what I did. Okay, and then I just took my Flirty Flamingo. Whoa, that end is shot. A lot of my blends are getting worn out. They're used for classes. And so they take a lot of wear and tear. This is my Flirty Flamingo. So I'm going to start with my, this is the 1000 on the blend, the skin tone blend. And so doesn't it look pink? I think it likes pink. It makes a really good pink, I'll tell you that. So I'm starting with that. I'm just going to color all over with that. And then I'm going to come back with my blend with my Flirty Flamingo blend. And I'm going to color right down here. And just give it a little bit of dark right in there. And I am doing it with my round tip. Just so I can just kind of scrub it in. Okay. And then I'm going to add my soft succulent to my little flower stems here. Whoops, I see a couple of leaves I forgot to color. I'm assuming those are leaves. I'm making them leaves, aren't I? If they're not, they're becoming leaves. And then I'm going to use Daffodil Delight Light. And you see the end of mine is taped. That's because that end is no longer working. But this end is working beautiful. So this is my light. And then I'm just going to put a little bit of dark in there. Oh, I didn't stamp my get well, did I? Have to do that. Okay, and this month I am doing a special. If you place a $35 order or $35 product order before shipping and tax with me, I will send you 4 cards all ready to be stamped with words and assembled. Okay, so they will not be using any stamps. There's my get well. Because that's against Stampin' Up policy, but using the new Fitting Florets designer series paper, I will create 4 cards and send those to you with instructions on how to assemble them. Okay, so I think my flowers are colored except my Wink of Stella. And I think Wink of Stella needs to go right on this front flower. Just like that. And we do need something in the center of that, don't we? I didn't do it on the other one either. A plain old rhinestone. I think will be pretty in the center of that. So let me grab that and my take your pick tool that has the right end on it. And I might not have one in here right now. There it is. So if you're in my clubs, I hope you're using your take your pick tool that you got this month. There we go. And if you don't know how to use it, be sure to ask me. Okay, so there is that. Now for the ribbon, I need to show you what I used. I used this soft seafoam seam binding. I love this stuff. Not that I love soft seafoam, but look what I did. It's pink. So what I did is I took my Stampin' Blend and I took my Flirty Flamingo and I colored it. And it came out a nice shade of pink. So you can color this stuff. It is amazing that the soft seafoam ribbon. Come on, I can't get that in there. Oops, and I'm putting it in the wrong way, no wonder. Okay, so I'm going to come up here and I'm going to loop this over. And I'm going to come back down and come back down through here. Okay, and there we go. It's a little more orangey, I think, than the ribbon that I wanted. So I think I would use a little different color. Maybe that Flirty Flamingo dark would be a little better on it because this came out really pretty orange looking. Let's grab one. I'm just going to check it. Oops, other end. So what I did is I took the brush tip. I'm afraid this is going to come out dark. And I'm just going to grab my ribbon. Oh, that's much brighter. That's way bright. That's way too bright for my, so I'm just going to leave it like it was. But at least we found out, huh? So the only way you'll know is by experimenting on the tip of it. Oops. Okay, so let's go ahead and finish putting this card together. So I'm going to add some glue dots to right here. And using my take your pick tool, I like the other side of this for picking up my glue dots. So I'm just going to add a couple of them. I'm going to add one right up here underneath there because I want that to hold it in place. And then I'm just going to adjust this at the bottom because I want my little things there. And I'm going to put another blue dot right in there just to make it so it loops at the top because I want it loose and loopy at the top. But then I'm going to put one at the bottom. Just like that. Maybe. Okay, I'm going to spread those apart because I do want them spread. Let's see, how am I going to do this? I had this problem on the other one too, so this isn't a new problem. I'm going to slip that underneath there, and then I'm going to pull them apart, and just like that. Okay, now I can trim the tails. And we'll just trim them a little bit here, and a little bit there. Don't want them to go even. All right, now this is all ready to go. And that's probably the biggest part of getting this ready. I could have left that a little bit longer, but I still could pull that up a little bit by pulling on this one and moving it up. There we go. I like that better. And then just spread these apart. Okay, now let's get it put together. So for the inside of my card, I have a piece of Blushing Bride and basic white. And if you're going to stamp it, this is the perfect time to stamp on the inside of the card. Let's grab that. There we go. And just like that. We have rain in Sacramento today. We're in this area. Probably all over this area. And we're supposed to tomorrow too. Okay, so there's the inside of the card. And then on the front, I don't like doing it that way. I like putting my layers together and then attaching them. So if it's crooked, the whole thing's crooked, right? Instead of just one layer. Okay. So then I'm just going to attach this to, and I will put all these measurements on my blog. And this, isn't that beautiful on that side? It is so pretty, very vibrant. And I'll attach that to the white, centering it again. And then I'm going to attach this to the front of my card. Okay, come on. There we go. Just like that. And then my little tag is going to go there, and I'm going to put that on with dimensionals. It looks like the sun is coming out. Okay, they're here. And just by adding a few of those. Put it on right side up, and we're just going to tip it so that it's going across. And there is my project for today. I hope you guys have enjoyed it. You can find these products and others at stampwithdeb.com, and then click on the shop link at the top or in the middle of the page, either one. And there you'll be able to find the link to my store. Thank you very much for watching and for joining me today. And I will see you next Tuesday at 3 o'clock here on Facebook Live. Thank you.